Yeah. Police, show your hands out. Step out now. Step outside. Hands high in the air. Hands high in the air.
When officers responded to a sudden shooting report at Fox Ridge Drive in Kalamazoo, Michigan, they were already expecting a complicated case. But what they didn't know was that a series of horrifying discoveries.
I just heard the shots. I fell on the ground. And when I didn't hear any more shots, I looked out the door and so I went to the stairs, and that's when I seen them.
Incriminating confessions.
Do you feel bad for shooting this man?
Of course.
And twisted answers.
I mean, who wouldn't? What the I mean, hit you, try to hit you, what you gonna do?
I didn't have a conversation.
I mean, you gonna call the police because you're a detective, y'all. That's what y'all do.
Will eventually lead them to a gruesome reality of how far some people will go to simply win a fight.
Did you know that he just shot somebody?
I'm not gonna say that, but he said he f***ed up.
On July 24th, 2024, in the middle of a quiet afternoon, dispatchers in Kalamazoo received a chilling call from Fox Ridge Drive about a reported hit-and-run incident.
911, what is location of your?
Yes, I need an ambulance out here right away. Someone's been shot.
At what address?
1332, they're in the hallway by the stairs.
To Fox Ridge?
Yes.
Okay, near what stairs?
The back entrance.
Back entrance? Okay.
Yeah, the back stairwell. They're laying there. I don't know.
Officers rushed to 1332 Fox Ridge Drive, unsure of what they would find when they arrived. But by the time they reached the scene, whoever was responsible had already vanished. Near a common stairwell, they found 30-year-old Charles Wier lying motionless on the ground. He had suffered a devastating gunshot wound and was rapidly losing blood.
Flag down here, bottom side of 1332, north stairwell.
The situation was critical, and as officers ran to his side, they quickly realized there was no pulse. Wier wasn't breathing. Despite the horrifying reality unfolding in front of them, first responders immediately began life-saving efforts before rushing him to a nearby hospital. But it was already too late. At approximately 6:20 p.m., Charles Wier was pronounced deceased. What had initially been reported as a hit-and-run had now become a homicide investigation. But it won't take long for police to narrow this investigation down to two young men. The officers began the investigation with witnesses who had called the police to the scene, who testified that all they knew was someone had shot Charles and fled.
This is where your permanent address right now?
Yes.
What did you hear, see today?
Well, I was in there getting my hair done, and I just heard the shots. I fell on the ground. And when I didn't hear any more shots, I looked out the door, and so I went to the stairs, and that's when I seen them laying there.
Yet, the woman did reveal one interesting detail. The person who had allegedly shot Charles had been seen around before as well, which meant whoever the police were looking for was close within their reach.
You recognize that male laying in there?
I've seen him around here before, but I don't know him.
Did you happen to see anyone else out in the area when you opened the door? Or?
No.
And if you had to guess, where do you think you heard the shots from?
Like right out here.
Right out here?
Yeah.
All they needed was a strategic plan to trace him down. And the first spot this plan led them to was an apartment in 1325 Fox Ridge Drive, belonging to a woman named Alicia Davis.
Here, I can talk with her if you want to. Sure. Yeah. What was her name?
Lisa Davis.
Lisa? We'll just go right out this way if you don't mind. We'll talk out here. Do you live in one town?
Yes.
Are you the tenant on the lease?
Yes, I am.
Step out here a little bit more.
Yes, I am.
How long you been living there for?
4 years almost.
4 years?
Why did y'all ask me all these questions? I just stepped on my apartment.
It's Lisa. So right now, and I'm just going to keep you as in the loop as I physically unable to right now. We're investigating a shooting that happened over here, okay?
Okay.
And we have reason to believe that it might be tracking back to your apartment right now.
My apartment.
At least that's some of the information we've got. Obviously, we haven't come kicking your door down or nothing like that, so it's not, this hasn't got to the point where it's that serious, right?
My apartment?
Yes, so that's why I just had a few, hold on.
My apartment?
It could be a misunderstanding, but we don't know unless.
I'm the only one in my apartment.
Can you let my partner through real quick?
Oh, no.
So that's why we just got to ask these questions to rule your apartment
Y'all can go in there and search whatever y'all want to do. Ain't nobody on.
Your name is Lisa short for anything?
It's Alisa, but I'm saying
How do you spell that?
ALYESA. What is going on? Y'all can go in my house. Y'all want to go in my house?
Is there anyone else inside?
No.
There's no one else inside.
Nobody else in my house. Nobody even live in my house.
Have you had anyone coming and going?
No.
When's the last time someone else has been inside of there?
My boyfriend, he be out here. His name is Bill. That was earlier this morning.
He's the last person?
Yes.
Can you just spell your name slowly for me?
ALYESA. Oh my God, what the?
ALYESA. What's your last name? Ma'am?
Davis. He just
Okay.
got all my information. Can y'all go search my house? I'll get my house. Cause y'all, oh my goodness, I should have never went. I mean, like.
Despite the initial confusion and hesitation, Davis allowed the officers to search through her apartment, and this is where the officers will find the first clue that will eventually lead them towards the people responsible for Charles's death.
Piqued my interest.
This oddly placed backpack.
Yeah.
30 seconds in and I'm almost hungry.
Well, for what it's worth, the ID in this backpack is for Quay White. He's definitely been involved in some shooting investigations previously. I'd say it's a pretty good investigative lead.
Dark skin, almost like the
Yeah, he is.
any relation to the Denver White, James Douglas?
And a pistol light.
Oh, jeez. We're getting somewhere.
That was fast.
I'm just gonna quit searching and let you find it.
Where was that?
Just
Yeah.
The police identified their first suspect as 23-year-old Quay White.
It's just you and your boyfriend, Bill. Is that the gentleman
Yeah,
that
he be
brought
over
you
here.
food and all that? Okay. Is there anyone else that's ever coming in and out of your apartment or anything like that?
No, my son come say hi, mama, and that's about it.
Who's your son?
Quay.
Okay, that was going to be my follow-up question about the backpack with an ID for a Quay.
No, his baby mom brought his clothes over here. She washed them
How long ago was that?
yesterday.
Okay. When's the last time you seen Don?
I haven't seen him. I talked to him earlier. He called me and asked me how I was doing because I ain't feeling good. But
Okay. So you're checking up on you, making
Yeah.
sure you're all good and all that. Okay. Has he been staying here with you?
no, hell no.
Where's he been
He
staying?
grown. Well, I don't know. He grown. I don't know. I don't deal. No.
Who's his baby mama? Where is she?
Her name Jariah. I don't know where she stay at. I don't know her last
Jariah?
name either.
Do you know how to spell Jariah by chance?
What are your 6
It's cold in here.
It's cold in here? Are you kidding me?
It's cold to me. Maybe because I don't feel good. That's
All right, so
But identifying Quay was only half the battle. The bigger challenge was finding him. At that point, investigators had very little information about where he had gone after the shooting, so they turned their attention back to the evidence already in their possession. As detectives carefully reviewed surveillance footage from Fox Ridge Drive, they spotted Quay near 1332 Fox Ridge Drive around the exact same time Charles Wier was shot. What happened next immediately drew their attention. Just moments before the gunfire, Quay was seen meeting with a shirtless man dressed in black. The footage appeared to show him handing the man a firearm before the two separated. Investigators later identified the individual as Dante Armstrong, Quay's own brother. And with that discovery, police now had a second suspect connected to Charles Wier's death. But the detectives weren't finished. Determined to locate Don Quay, investigators began digging through his digital footprint. During that search, they uncovered a Facebook account believed to belong to him. What they found only confirmed their suspicions. In a video posted just hours before the shooting, Don Quay appeared to be displaying a firearm on camera. Another piece of evidence detectives added to their growing case file. With surveillance footage, witness accounts, and a clearer picture of the people involved, investigators were rapidly closing in. Don Quay had managed to disappear in the immediate aftermath of the shooting, but he wasn't going to stay hidden for long. On the 31st of July, 2024, a SWAT team was dispatched to 2 residences within Kalamazoo in search of Don Quay.
Yeah. Police, show your hands out. Step out now. Step outside. Hands high in the air. Hands high in the air. Walk down the stairs. Walk down the stairs.
Keep your eyes open.
All right, you can stand here and go with these guys.
Yeah. Walk out this way.
What's good?
Got anything on you that poke me, stick me, hurt me?
Yeah, that's where you need to go.
Terrence, can I use you on this motor over here?
Yep. Want to take a seat?
What am I here for?
Is a detective available for an interview?
Which detective are you asking?
I don't know. We were told to bring him here for a detective interview.
Okay, what's his name?
What's your name?
Y'all is slow as Don Quay White. Y'all niggas are retarded.
Don Quay White.
How y'all do the job but y'all know y'all arrested? Y'all stupid.
I wasn't there in the green uniforms. Just a normal cop.
Well, you supposed to know something. Y'all like retarded. Let me sit down or something.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, where I can go. Shit.
After the arrest, he was transported to the police station, where detectives planned to question him about Charles Wier's death and the events leading up to the shooting. For investigators, this was a major breakthrough. One of the 2 men they believed was involved was finally behind bars. But the investigation was far from over. One suspect was in custody, but the other had vanished. Dante Armstrong, the man captured on surveillance footage receiving a gun moments before Charles Wier was killed, was still on the run. Investigators believed he was armed and dangerous, and because the shooting appeared so sudden and senseless, there was no telling what he might do next. Every hour he remained free was a risk to public safety. But while the police continued their search, the detectives decided they wanted Don Quay talking. However, judging by Don Quay's attitude, it was clear that this was going to be a long interview, since he seemed unwilling to show any cooperation, even if it was going to end up doing good for his own case.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How old are you now? Are you 21, 22?
I'm grown.
That's what I'm saying. How old are you?
Grown.
What does that mean?
Above age.
What's above age?
Older than 20.
Okay. You born, what's your birthday? I'm just asking, man. We're just having a conversation. I mean, nobody's been rude to you or nothing like that, right?
I know, I'm just saying, I'm not here to be friends with y'all, so I shouldn't have to remember your name, you know?
I just ask. Some people are like, yep, I remember your name. Yep. No, I don't. Whatever. Did you meet this detective yet?
Mm-hmm.
You remember his name?
Yeah.
But even when he talked, he seemed completely indifferent to the severity of the incident, acting as if he had no relevance at all.
Well, your name came up in an investigation that we're working on, so we wanted to.
My name came up in the investigation. So y'all.
What do you think it's about?
I don't really care because my name came up. My name come up in anything.
Like what? Like what do you?
Don't worry about it. I'm just saying, like a lot of anything. My name come up, my all type of shit. I don't know. But what's up?
If you had to guess, what would you guess?
I don't do the guessing shit, bro.
Okay.
I'm grown. Like, would you guess some shit?
I'm just asking.
I'm asking. Would you like if somebody like, oh, let's play the guessing game?
No, I'm not saying play a guessing game. What I'm saying is,
right? I don't.
If you have an idea why you're here, you want to tell us.
Idea.
Okay.
And began dodging around the question of who Dante White Armstrong was and how they're both related.
To be honest, I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I don't take guesses.
You couldn't have a guess of how many siblings you got?
Two.
You got any like close to your age?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not.
Trying to see if you're willing to talk to us and try to figure out what's going on here.
Oh, they gave me the phone. I needed the phone.
But I'm asking you what their names are.
What are their names?
Yeah. You said you got your brother's baby mama. Like who's the brother and who's the?
You should ask me where I get the phone from. My brother's baby mama. Well, I shouldn't have to say no name. You asked me where I get it from, right or wrong. So I told you where I got it from.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just asking. I mean, it's the normal question that we ask like everybody when they come down here.
This is why detectives decided if they wanted Don Quay to talk truthfully and properly, they had to pique his curiosity differently and begin highlighting an alleged accident his brother had been involved in. At first, it sounded like a separate incident, but to detectives, this was the first clue toward the possible reason behind the shooting.
So we're looking into a pretty serious case where he almost got hit by a car. Did you hear about that? Did your brother tell you about that?
He almost got hit by a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's pretty serious, right?
Yeah.
You got witnesses that said he almost got hit by a car, right? We're looking into that, right?
Who almost got hit by a car?
Your brother.
My brother?
Yeah. Tell me about that.
He told me about that. He didn't really tell me too much. He just said like he was crossing the street, and, like sped up the car or whatever, and like swerved on his side. That's all he told me. I really didn't ask too much because I was with.
Do you seem pretty shaken up by it? Like he almost got hit by a car?
Yeah, he called me and he kind of called me like he was like, I don't know if he was like scared or crying at the time, but in his voice you could hear he was like, like some shit happened.
So scared, crying. Did he seem pretty upset by it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I mean, I would be upset if I was trying to cross the street and get hit by a car. Right. Did he say who this person was? Did he say it was a guy or a girl that was driving?
No, he just pointed out the car. He didn't say who.
What type of car?
I never checked. Y'all take this off so I can stop.
I know, I don't blame you. So they got something.
I got Don Quay. I got a hold of the officer that actually put the handcuffs on you, and they're trying to contact this guy to get him come here and help us out and get the cuffs off you. I know it's really inconvenient. I'm sorry about that, but we're doing the best we can to get. You saw my sergeant and I were trying to get that off you. We're not playing any tricks or anything like that, man. We're trying to be real decent with you. So.
But Don Quay's answers to this regard were not only inconsistent, but also dismissive of the detectives before him.
But going back to where your brother called you out, he said he recognized the car. Did he say what type of car it was? Because that's really important for our investigation to find out, what kind of car this was that tried to hit him.
No, he didn't point me the car because I wasn't out there, so he just told me I don't know what kind of car it was. So I don't know.
Okay.
He never told me what kind of car it was. Oh, he said it was a black car.
A black car? Okay. Did he say like which direction it was going or anything like, hey, last time I saw it was going in this direction?
No, he just told me what happened. He left it at that.
Okay.
Alright. But you said he sounded pretty shaken up, huh? Yeah, that's right. I don't blame him.
Did he say anything about trying to find out who this person was?
I mean, who wouldn't? What the fuck? I mean, hit you, try to hit you, what you gonna do?
I didn't have a
I
conversation.
mean, you gonna call
yeah.
the police because you're a detective, y'all. That's what y'all do. But
I mean, to be honest, man, if I knew where the car went, I would probably be looking, trying to find out who was driving that
so
car.
what would you think
Right.
you're gonna do?
I didn't have that conversation with him. Did he say he was going to try to find out who this person was?
I just told you. He told me what happened.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm with Lil Jones, so I called him later. We never talked about it after that. So I don't know. What
So that was it. That was it for the
Yeah,
conversation.
done. Over with.
Do you remember when that conversation was?
I don't know, but I don't keep track of shit.
So we heard about this last Wednesday. Does that sound about right?
A week before that. I thought not last week. I thought it was a week before that.
Okay. But probably within 2 weeks. Was it fair to say?
Probably around there.
Okay. Okay.
He didn't mention who did that or anything like that. I'm not trying to ask you the same thing more than once.
He just asked,
Right.
do he know who did he find out or do he know who did it? And you gonna ask the same shit? No.
Okay.
What the fuck? I don't know. No.
The detectives then moved to questioning him about the building in which the incident happened and why the footage shows him leaving and returning at the exact time the shots were fired.
So Don Quay, he's going to pull up some videos, all right? Obviously that helps us with our investigations, all right? Have you been in this building before, in this interview room? No? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a couple of videos and we're going to hopefully can shed some light on this, all right? And a lot of this came from when your brother almost got hit. Did he say where at? Was it close to Fox Ridge? Was it away from Fox Ridge?
He didn't give no location, bro. He just said he was crossing the street and somebody was coming up, like turned towards him and sped up.
Yeah.
Didn't say where, didn't say when,
Yeah.
nothing.
All right.
And when the detectives pulled up the exact CCTV footage of this time, Don Quay played dumb, offering shaky and inconsistent answers.
So this, Fox Ridge has cameras everywhere, but can you see that okay? So tell me what you're doing right here. I guess this is around the close time frame from when your brother almost got hit. Like, are you just out and about, or what are you doing right here?
I'm going outside with it.
Okay. You don't know what you were doing that day, so that's July 24th at about 5:55 p.m.
Right, I'm going outside.
So that was last
Wednesday.
And he got hit that day, like almost got hit that day. See, that's why I said I thought it was the week before last week.
Well, we're hearing that it's right around this time, like possibly the day before or something like that.
I thought it was.
Or did you think it would happen on this day?
No, I thought it was not last week, but the week before last.
Okay.
That's what I said.
So obviously, there's no one else around, so.
I could be going anywhere. I could be going to buy something to eat, anything.
Okay, so we all know that's you, right?
Right.
Okay. Did your brother call you that day and say, hey, come outside and talk to you about something or anything like that?
No, bro, I told you, I could be going to get something to eat. We got candy house or something.
Where do you normally go? So this is 1312. Do you remember whose apartment you were at when you came out of there? Like, whose apartment were you at?
I just left to see my son. My mom stays up there.
Oh, okay. What is that? 110 or is that a different one?
You know where she stayed at. What did you ask me for? Right? I could be up there. I got a whole son with this lady. I was with my son, like chilling.
Okay, so you were in her apartment, left from there. What prompted you to leave the apartment? Like, why did you leave the apartment at this particular time at 5:55 p.m. on?
It's summertime. It's hot. Who want to sit in the house all day? Make it make sense. You 20 years old and it's 5:55. What the fuck? July. Hot. Who wants to just sit in the house? Be for real. Like you just gonna sit in the house? No, it's hot. I'm gonna get some fresh air. I I don't gotta stay cooped up in the house. It's hot.
Nobody said you did. I'm just asking, like, in particular. It looks like you're kind of moving with a little bit of purpose, like you're kind of going somewhere.
I could be going, right? Food, it's food out there. It's candy houses. I could be going to get a wood or smoke, anything.
But you.
After beating around the bush for more than an hour, the detectives eventually decided to tell Don Quay what they were really investigating.
Some of the cases that we do investigate include, you know, shooting cases or armed robberies, or, you know, sometimes shootings where someone actually dies as a result of being shot. The one thing that we can't show through an investigation is what someone's thinking when something happens. Okay, like the reasons why something happens. Again, I might have told you this in the beginning too, but sometimes people get put in situations where they may not necessarily intended that that's what was going to happen, but all of a sudden they're there and it just something bad happens. Okay, the only person that can tell us the reasons why something happens is the person that comes in here and sits in these chairs. Okay, I've been doing this a long time, but as long as I've been doing this, I still can't read people's minds. I can't get it, you know, inside people's heads as far as why something happens. Like I said, the only person that can tell us why something happens is the people that come in this room and sit in these chairs with us. That's why we bring people down here, is to give that person a chance to advocate for themselves and say, well, you already know what happened, but here's the reasons why. Okay. I know you're probably pretty close with your brother. I get it. And, you know, from what it sounds like, he was a victim of something. I mean, he's lucky to probably be alive. If someone legitimately is swerving at him and, you know, almost trying to hit him, I can understand how that would upset somebody. I understand that. So what we're investigating, in addition to him almost getting hit, is someone was shot and killed. Okay, and that's why we want to talk to you. Okay, we want to give you the chance to explain why this happened. Okay, we already laid a lot of evidence out. What we have, surveillance video, phone records. We talked to a lot of different witnesses out there. We've laid a lot of that out for you. It wouldn't be right for me to sit here and show you everything we have, just because we're still investigating some things. Okay, I'm not gonna lie about that either. We're still investigating some things. But someone was shot and killed out there. We want to know why that happened, okay?
The detectives quickly made it clear that they were already well aware of what Don Quay had done, and what they were looking for was an answer to what prompted him to take such extreme measures.
Something that, you know, you got so upset or something because someone almost hit your brother with a car, and then, you know, when you came around there was some type of confrontation with this man. Like, that's something we need to hear from you. This is your chance to tell us why you did what you did, okay?
What you mean like that though? Like, what you mean? Like,
what I mean is what
confrontation.
That's what I'm saying.
What you mean by that?
We're not out there like sitting right out there when this happens. So a lot of what we get, let's just say, have you ever watched TV with the volume turned down? Mm-hmm. Or you're not old enough to know what a silent movie is, but I am, unfortunately. So if there's a case of like a silent movie, or you're watching TV with no volume, right? You can get a clear picture of what is going on that TV screen, but some things might not be in context if there's not volume, or if there's not things that go along with that, right? So if you're watching this TV screen and all of a sudden you just see, let's just say you're watching a show, you're looking down, whatever, at your phone, you look over, and all of a sudden you just see someone just slug somebody in the face, right? You're gonna look at that and be like, man, why did that guy just punch him? Like, why'd that guy just punch the other guy? Like, something had to have led up to why that person punched the other person, right? Typically people don't just go around just slugging people unless there's a reason why. And the same thing goes with shooting people. There's usually a reason why someone would do something like that. That's why we're asking you, okay? Can you tell us the reasons why, and like tell us from your point of view, like what happened? Like I showed you that video right there where you're coming across the courtyard, right? I call it courtyard, but you're coming from 1312, coming across. Tell us what happened when you went off that frame of that video and you went right around the corner.
Finally, at last, Don Quay admitted to what he had done and why he had been in that location in the first place, giving detectives just enough to place him under arrest for the charges of open murder, felon in possession of a firearm, and felony firearm.
And what did me telling you I was going to what the fuck do for me? Nothing.
Well, what it's going to do is show that you're willing to tell us the reason why it happened. I mean,
but
from your
not
eyes.
Gonna get me nowhere though, like, you know.
Do you feel remorse for what you did to this guy?
I feel remorse for everything I do.
No. Do you feel bad for shooting this man?
Of course.
So why?
Like, you know,
why did you shoot him then?
Hey.
Cause what? Cause he tried to hit your brother, and that's
No,
why
it
you.
ain't even that. It's just like, man, I'm gonna say this, but what else to say? All right, y'all got the record of my brother calling me, so left my view and shit, and like I walked outside, y'all see me, and he was like my brother yelled from across the way and shit. And dude was kind of like, he was giving me an itchy, weird vibe. He was moving kind of fast and shit, and it kind of scared me and shit. And then he got to like reaching, and like, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what they had going on or anything before I came outside, but he was like reaching it, and it made me nervous. Like, shit. In the streets, you play as killed to be killed, you know. And I feared for my life. I felt like my brother calling me and saying, so whatever he said, I didn't hear what he said, but I just feel like he was gonna do something to me. Because the way he was moving fast, and he like parked his car stupid fast. Like when I came up, parked his car stupid fast, jumped out, like the car didn't even park, jumped out, and he just vision reaching a little too much for me. And I was kind of paranoid. I didn't know what was going on. Then my brother made it even worse because he got the yelling. I don't know what dog was thinking. And
so you see the car coming down the parking lot,
right? Like in a fast way, like he was rushing or something.
Okay.
And he hopped out quick and just got to like moving fast, like in his pants, and I don't know what was going on. Like I'm used to like somebody doing that is either they pull out a gun or, you know, and he wasn't pulling up his pants, so I know that for sure. So I don't know what was going on.
Did you see a gun? Did you see a gun?
I mean, I really wasn't like, it just happened too quick. I was just paranoid. He reaching too fast, and he had a long shirt on, like an old ass, like, you know, he old, so he got an old shirt on.
And then at what point did you see your brother? You said your brother was yelling, or
he was coming out of another building yelling at me, so like, I don't know.
What was he yelling? What was he yelling?
I don't know. I told you the building is far. I didn't really hear him. That's why I said, like, when he was yelling, I kind of heard it felt like dog was like, you know, like feeling some type of weird or something. Like he felt like we was talking about him or something. But I don't really know what he was saying. I just heard him say, "Hey, yo." My brother said, "Hey, yo." That's all I heard him say. And then dog got the like fidgeting and reaching fast, like, you know. Hey, yo in the streets is like, it could mean anything. Like, yo, what's up? Or somebody would be on that with you type shit, you know. So I don't know.
How many times did you shoot him? How many times did you shoot?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I didn't even think that was he.
Okay. How many? Do you know how many times you shot?
Like 4 or 5 times.
Okay. So you weren't sure if you were hitting him or not.
No.
Okay.
With Don Quay White in custody, investigators turned their focus to the final suspect, Dante Armstrong. Detectives spent weeks interviewing family members and associates, but every lead came up empty, making it seem as though Armstrong had disappeared. Despite the setbacks, investigators continued pursuing the case until a breakthrough came, nearly 3 months after the murder. And although detectives had developed their own theories, they still didn't know for certain what had caused the conflict to escalate into deadly violence. On October 11, 2024, members of the U.S. Marshals Service located and arrested Armstrong, bringing the final suspect in the homicide investigation into custody. When Dante was brought down for questioning, detectives knew exactly where to press for the right answers.
Okay. Some of the things that we do when we investigate our cases is a lot of times what we do is, especially if something happens like during the daylight, we're able to get, surveillance videos that show a good part of what occurs, right? We're able to watch surveillance videos. Many times we're able to talk to witnesses, especially like I said, if something happens during the daylight, which,
I feel like you're trying to get at something.
I am trying to get at something,
Unlike Don Quay, when Dante was shown the surveillance footage, he seemed much more eager to explain his movements.
So, all right, now wait, Paul.
Hold on. Yeah, don't touch
You can't touch it. You can't touch the computer. All right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You can ask and I can pause it. What's up?
So, fam, now, do you, what time is it, 5:55? Now, 5:55, I would like you to pull the camera that you saw me walking from. 5:55, pull that camera again at the same time, 5:55. Do you have that footage?
Did you mean the first video we showed you?
No, the first video was me walking, right?
Yeah.
That was at what, 4 something?
No, that was at 5:45, so 10 minutes before this.
No.
You can sit, I'll turn it for you.
No.
However, when asked about why he called Don Quay and what they exchanged, Dante seemed hesitant.
Is that when you called Don Quay just before he walked out of the building over there?
No, Eddie called Don Quay for wood, but Don Quay don't answer for Eddie. So I called him. That's why I don't mind cooperating, but I need to know, I need to know that I'm gonna get some type of,
And here's what I'll tell you, okay? I don't think you were over coming out of that 1312 at 5:55. I don't think you were over by where this,
bro.
Directly. I want to show you this video though. Okay, you know how you're saying over to the right there? I don't think you were over.
But before detectives could push for more, Dante put forward a strange demand.
If you play,
Hold on, just have a seat and I will show. I will show you. Listen for a second, okay? We're not saying you're the shooter.
So I'm confused on.
Right, and listen, we're gonna show you this.
That's why I'm so confused on. Cause I didn't shoot nobody. I'm not the reason. That's why I said I could I want to talk, but it's just if I'm not, I need immunity and protection. Cause bro,
You're willing to cooperate?
Yeah, but I need immunity that I walk out freely, and I need protection that y'all can move me somewhere. Listen,
you tell us what.
But perhaps the most interesting detail he lets out in the entire interview was how he had never exchanged firearms with his brother, despite the footage showing the opposite.
So that's you coming back, right?
Yeah.
What did you just take from him? And just remember, you said you wanted to cooperate.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. If you, I don't know if he had I don't know if y'all can track his, but when he did that, he said I f***ed up. He had him in his phone, his weed, his scale. He put both of the guns right here. He handed me his phone and his weed and told me to go take it to the baby mama house. Go ahead and try it. Went up there, nobody answered the door. None that don't like in that video don't show that he handed me no gun. It show he I took something, but it's not no gun or no
Have a
gun.
seat for a second, okay?
It does.
You just said you wanted to cooperate and be honest.
And I'm cooperating.
Okay, listen.
I had his phone and I have his phone and his drugs. Literally his phone and his drugs. And he said, I'll be right back. He went to his mom's house. I went to go take his phone to his baby mama. His baby mama ain't answer. That like just cause he walked like if it literally in the video shows he tucked him and went in his pocket. If he tucked him right here, how the fuck is it a gun in his pocket? He went in his pocket and handed me what's in his pocket.
Did you know that he just shot somebody?
I'm not gonna say that, but he said he f***ed up.
Okay.
He said I f***ed up bad.
Did you hear?
He even went as far as saying he wasn't close enough with Don Quay to cover up for his crimes.
So that shit don't.
And here's the thing, I know a lot about you and your brother just because obviously.
Yeah, but I'm not that close to be covering for no. You know what I mean?
And
I'm trying to save my I'm literally trying to save my own.
Well, yeah,
so
I'm
not. I wouldn't. You know.
that's what your warrant is for. I mean, just like him. So it's a matter of how far are you going to go to cooperate?
I'm cooperating right now. I'm telling y'all the truth. Take a polygram or a polygraph, like lie detector. Like I don't have to. I'm not covering. I'm done. I told my mom over the phone. Like that's why I made her call to Texas in the first place. I know. I'm not here to save his. I'm here to save my own. So if I knew something, like, you know, I don't know he like, no. And after he went to his stepmom house, that nigga didn't like. I mean, after he went to his real mom house, that nigga didn't come back and not one motherfucking gun. So I feel like either his mom stayed by a park, so he either threw them bitches in the woods or somewhere by that dumpster. But some just like y'all not finna just say like, oh.
And here's the thing, we understand that obviously. You never told us he shot you in the past, but we all know that's what happened. I mean, I investigated that case. There was no charges brought back then, but what I'm saying is, I wouldn't necessarily blame you if he's coming up and you know something just happened, he handed you a gun and said, hey, get rid of this. We need to know about that because...
But he didn't. I would tell you because this is allegedly the same person who shot me. I'm not saving his. I literally... phone, drugs, and scale. And his scale is still in the front. Have my fingerprints all over it. Stepmom can say the same thing. I gave her the drugs, his phone, and the scale.
Yeah, how did you know when to go to that building when you were at 1429?
What you mean?
You were right there.
Like walking down?
When that happened. How did you know to go right there at that exact time?
And it don't show, like, I don't know if y'all got the whole angle right there, but I was the only one. Eddie was right there too. Like Eddie walked, like the boy walked down with me, like we both walked down. Like it wasn't just a...
Yeah, but how did you know to go that direction? Why did you guys go down that way?
What you mean?
You said you were at 1429 smoking with Eddie. So why did you walk down that way?
And nigga, he seen scheme. Like after we heard the shots, like we didn't see the shooting. Like, well, after we heard the shots, we started walking that way. It happened to be he coming from like, if you go, like, I don't
so
know.
You heard the shots and then you started walking down.
I don't know how to explain it. Like if I all right, so the park right here. It's a shed. It's a shed right here.
Okay.
So we don't see that from 1429. You really can't see right there. So we didn't see him until he started coming from around the shed.
Who's he? You're talking about
Don Quay.
Oh, okay.
So, boom, boom, boom. He was walking. Like you see how he walking straight. Like
yeah, just have a seat. I'll set it back up on there for you.
I'm trying to show you. Like, set right here.
If I pull up a map, would you be able to see that or?
No, like I'm just trying to show you where the shed at.
All right.
This right here is covering our view from the cause the shed right here, like that whole part right here is the shed. If you drive pulling Fox Red, it's a little shed right there that's covering the whole view. So we walked down there because he said there go your brother right there.
Mhm.
and we just heard the shooting.
Okay. How many shots did you hear?
I don't know, like a couple. Like, I don't know, I'm not good right now.
Okay.
There's a map here. Can you just point out where exactly?
So-
Oh, shoot.
So I can touch your phone?
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a paper map too.
No, just go right
Here, he's gonna bring out the map, paper map.
here. No, just go right here. Where the entrance at? Just the entrance.
Mm-hmm. So the video that you just saw is this building right here.
This is a shed. You see the shed?
I see the shed, yeah. So where were you and Eddie when they heard the shots?
Right here.
Standing right there?
Right there. And
Little did Dante know that his brother had already told the detectives a different version of events, which gave them enough to arrest Dante and move the case to trial. And by the time the case reached sentencing, a clearer picture of the motive was drawn. It wasn't a robbery, a gang war, or a major criminal dispute. Instead, the evidence suggested the shooting may have grown from a minor personal conflict. More than a year after the shooting, both Quay White and Dante Armstrong were found guilty based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and other evidence. Quay was sentenced to life in prison without parole, while Armstrong, due to his age, received 40 to 65 years in prison plus 2 years for a firearm charge. While the case was closed for investigators, Charles Wier's family was left with a loss no verdict could ever erase.